as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
We got this.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Their own 26-yard line.
Flacco going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you. I got you.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Ready! I got it. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Shoot! 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 Regular.
Patrick with a carry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Riddick. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
61, matchbox, light. 50, Mike's 50. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Alert. You're over here. You're over here. Alert 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And he hits his man, Matthews. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Check three.
Here's Riddick. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flush to his right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall, 2nd tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the 2nd Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check safety, check safety. Check 37, check 37.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Greystone, travel. Turn up. Kill, turn up. Mike's 50. Oh, here we go.
And that'll set him back 5. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. The kick by McManus is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Look 58. Over.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 79 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Flacco from the gun. He finds Matthews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Jim. Come red. Gun. He's coming in. Motion. Hey.
On first down, Flacco. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
He's checking crack. Red. Check 24. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be third down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And Matthews makes the grab. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 31. Check 52. Hey, watch this. Sponge. 22 jet bomber. Alert 3.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Monday. Check 43. 6 man. Check curls.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check 99. Out. 5-0. Hey, echo. 43.
From the gun, Flacco. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Gun. Tight dog. Check. Cross.
Passing play. Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Flacco from midfield. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Gets past one man. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Switch. Hatchet. Shoot.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. One day.
Here's Flacco. This one complete to Theo Riddick. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Now the Broncos will use their third. And final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
Flacco looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They go pass again to Flacco. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Come on. You better bring it. SOS.
Looking to throw on second down. Flacco. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. First and 10 here for Flacco. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Yo, lead. Joker. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Quick dad.
Flacco to throw again on second down. The completion to Riddick. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flacco now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 50.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Block it. 50. Rabbit. 49. Check 49.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Flacco. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On 2nd and 1, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Hey, you block over here. General West.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Watch the safety creep. 6 guard, check 6 guard. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash, slam, slam. Hey, Monday.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Flacco now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now it's Flacco. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And McManus able to put it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Topper! Topper! Mike 35! Stone red! Check, 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 check! Check, check, check! Check 3, check 3! Check, check it out!
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check 37, check 37. Watch the eye. Red, red. Check out 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
35's the mic. Let's pick it up. 6-6. Pull it high. Off the field. Let's get off the field. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
I'm coming after you. Deuce. Check three. High.
Flacco. He's got his tight end Fant. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Flacco from the gun. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Rodgers throwing complete here to St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And from the 9, they get this. To the 5-yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't
Brought down
ready.
by Bryce Callahan. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert him? He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check tight.
Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
At the 36-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.